Well, good morning to you. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we are doing something a little different today. We are live at the HCCTV studios. Good to have you with us on Up to the Minute. We've got a half hour of your HCC news and information. Also, it's Tasty Tuesday. So we got a lot happening this half hour, a lot to unpack. Let's get started with the show. Tony, we're doing something for the first time we haven't done since March of 2020.
That's a long time, but you sure do look good in that picture. I like it.
Yeah, well, we're live from our HCCTV studios, because of COVID. We've been doing things remotely. So we're going to keep doing our show remotely where we bring in guests and our co-hosts just to keep everyone safe. But we're going to try out things where we can at least enmesh our TV podcast studio. It's a hybrid studio, by the way, into our show. So it's good to be back on at the district offices. And don't worry, we got a lot of space between anybody who's involved here. So very safe this morning, but we're glad to have you with us. And you can watch us live every morning at 10 a.m. on Houston Community College Districts. Well, Tony will get to that in a minute, but on Facebook and YouTube. But you can also catch us the rebroadcast of the show at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. on HCCTV. Where do they find us in social media, Tony?
You go to Facebook, you go to YouTube, you go to LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, but look for Houston Community College District, not just HCC, because there's a whole lot of those, but go for Houston Community College District and you will find us and follow us, please.
Find us, follow us, share us, like us, the do thing. Tony, is my collar straight? Because apparently my wife's watching and she texted me just now to say, fix my collar.
I think it looks fine. I think it looks. So I was wondering what you were doing with the collar.
No, collar situation good. Okay, all right.
Yes.
Yeah, always good to have a critic watching the show, and that's what happens every day. Hey, we've got some special guests joining us on the show. First off, our second guest, which Tony is going to talk to, Dr. Christina Robinson. Been on the show many times. Christina, you've got a brand new title. Tell us real quickly what your new title is.
I do. Good morning. I'm Executive Director of Work-Based Learning and Industry Partnerships. So I'm very excited about the opportunity.
All right. Well, we're going to hear all about that. Got some questions for you. So stick around. Wait for about 10 minutes. We'll be back with you. Grab a cup of coffee.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Tony, stand by for that one because right now it's Tasty Tuesday and we've got a very special guest. We're going to take you out to the Katy area. Sherman Yeung is the chef of Tobiuo, and it's a sushi and bar out there. And Sherman, good to have you with us. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, Todd. It's good to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Tell us first off where you guys are located. You're in the Katy suburbs, from what we understand. And how long have y'all been open?
So the restaurant actually was started in April 2018, but I actually took over in June 2019. So about a little over almost 3 years actually, for me at least.
3 years. Everybody seems to have their own take on sushi, especially in the inner loop area. We go to different sushi places and everyone seems to have their own special dishes or their own take on it. What makes you guys unique with the sushi and the sushi that you guys do?
We're at, a lot of sushi restaurants, we do for the most part the same thing. We import, fish from Japan. We take a lot of care for it. We prepare it the best way we can with a lot of skill. And we try to do the same. We replicate what we do in the loop here in the suburbs because, I don't think there is anything like that here in the suburbs. So we just try to provide an option for people who don't want to drive into the city.
So you guys have been around for 3 years, you said, and last 2 years have been very unusual with the whole COVID situation. Yeah. How did you guys make it through the pandemic? Were you doing a lot of to-go? And obviously people supported you to keep you going along.
Yeah, it was tough. And by all means, we're not completely out of it yet. But, I think the most important lesson I've learned really is you need to adapt to the times, even whether COVID or not. So definitely during COVID, of course, we had to shut down. So we shifted more towards a to-go model, even though our restaurant doesn't really focus on to-go because we focus really on presentation.
Right.
So we had to alter the menu, come up with new menu items, and basically what I said, just adapt to the times and create basically a menu for to-go until we were able to start opening.
Now that things are opening back up again, of course, tell us, you guys have a lot of special events that go on at the restaurant. Maybe you can tell us about a few of those.
Yeah. Even before COVID, we started doing this event called bluefin cutting. So we basically bring in a giant bluefin tuna, roughly around 350 pounds, and we break in front of. It's a private event, so we close it down, and then people have to book way in advance. So we close down the restaurant, and then we cut it in front of everyone. And section it off and prepare dishes, probably about around 10 courses featuring the bluefin tuna prepared in different ways. It's really a great time.
Is it one of those huge tuna that you bring in and just cut it down?
Yeah, it could possibly be honestly bigger than me, honestly.
You guys are also expanding for folks who may not want to be driving out to Katy. You got something opening up inside the Loop?
Yeah, it's quite exciting. So we're doing pretty much the same concept. I like to say it's a little more polished and refined, Tobiuo, if you will. We're going to be inside the Loop, so we're really excited to fight along with the big guys.
And tell us your connection. What is MoneyCat? Because I'm reading in my notes and it said, what can we expect at MoneyCat? What exactly is MoneyCat?
Yeah, so I guess to take a step back, Tobiuo is, I'd say, a pretty diverse restaurant. We cater to all crowds. We cater to people who don't even eat raw fish. We cater to people who first time eating sushi, or even to people who are sushi veterans, if you will. So we like to be diverse, and even like families or for date night, any occasion, any customer base will cater. But inside the Loop for MoneyCat, I really want to be a lot more polished. For people who really know what they're coming for, who know what to expect and have eaten at all like the other sushi restaurants. So I would say just a more refined customer base and more refined menu.
I'm a big sashimi guy. I like just sashimi with some vegetables and stuff like that. Is that a big part of your menu as well?
Yeah. At the end of the day, we're still considered a sushi bar. But I'd say one of the big differences that I want to do is really focus on hot side, which is the kitchen. So dishes coming out of the kitchen, dishes coming out of pastry, which is desserts. I really want to focus on that too. So it's not just sushi. You're not coming in just for sushi. We're coming in for what we had to offer for the kitchen as well too.
So my wife is not she doesn't eat sushi, but I eat sashimi. She likes more the cooked dishes. So you'll have a little bit for both parties, it sounds like, right?
Definitely. And it's not even for like preference. It's just, even if you like sashimi, you can come in and not even eat any of the fish, because hopefully our dishes will be awesome anyways.
Awesome. Okay. What are you making for us today? I understand you're going to show us something.
Yeah. I'll start getting set up. It's a futomaki, which is a makimono, which is a sushi roll. And it's called tuna guac. So inside is bluefin akami tuna, which is actually what we talked about earlier. A little tempura flakes and serrano guac. So I'll prepare as we're talking.
So many years ago, Sherman, I used to work at I worked at a karaoke bar. I was a DJ there. We're talking many years ago. But the owner owned Miyako. And I'm sure you're very familiar with Miyako. And he used to send all of his chefs to a certain type of school for learning how to prepare sushi. Do your chefs go through training as well?
I'm fortunate that a lot of my sushi chefs, they already know what they've been doing.
Right.
They've been in this industry for a while. So when they come to Toby, it's really about kind of refining their skills. And, a lot of them have a lot to offer for what we do too. So they come in, bring in their expertise, and we go from there.
So we got some rice, we got some guacamole on there.
Yeah, serrano guac. So we blend it with a little serrano just to give it a slight little kick, but it's not overwhelmingly spicy.
Very cool. So simple looking. You make it look so simple. I wouldn't be able to make it look that pretty.
It is simple. Honestly, anyone can really roll sushi. It's simple. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time to perfect, but it's fun.
I don't know. Tony, can you roll sushi? Are you up for that? Well, your mic's off, Tony.
No, I do cabbage rolls for New Year's Day, but sushi, no.
Okay, all right, yeah, no cabbage rolls, but yeah. Do you make? Is it crazy for people to ask for vegetarian sushi, or is that something that's a thing?
No, not at all. I mean, it really is the time now. I'd say even like 30 years ago, people were really skeptical about eating sushi anyway. So I mean, the my industry really has blown up. So I'm really excited for that. So
once again, you make it look simple and beautiful. And that's very simple. You've got guacamole, some rice, and really the star of the dish has got to be the right type of tuna. Because I would imagine, like you said, your tuna comes from a very specific place, and it's you have to have it fresh.
Yeah, definitely.
Sherman Yeung, Tobiuo, and you're going to be opening, is it Money Cat that's going to be inside the loop?
Correct. Yes, Money Cat.
Okay. All right. We'll be looking forward to that. Sherman, thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you so much, Todd. Appreciate it.
All right. And if you're interested in getting some sushi out in the Katy area, or when they open Money Cat, we'll put a link in our social media post for the show. All right. That's Tasty Tuesday for you. Right now, I'm going to turn things over to Dr. Tony, bringing back Dr. Christina Robinson with her new position. Tony, take it over.
Yeah, she has a new position. She's Executive Director of Work-Based Learning and Industry Partnerships. Hi, Dr. Robinson. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm well. I'm just looking at that sushi.
Looks good, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, congratulations on your new position. Now, I understand this is a brand new office at HCC. Is it? Tell us a little bit about exactly what it is.
Absolutely. So as you may or may not know, the trades are expanding, and more individuals are looking at a variety of opportunities that they can do. And so here at Houston Community College, it was really the perfect time to kind of pivot and say, hey, let's create this new office. And so it's the Office of Work-Based Learning. And what work-based learning really is you're learning while doing, right, in a combo. So we also have the Office of Apprenticeship. So what's really important is employers, they're looking for talent. This is kind of an earn while you learn opportunity. So we partner with those employers, and they're able to put those students in jobs while they're going to school and ultimately earn a credential in whatever that trade might be. And I say trade, but we've really come a long way with regards to what trade is defined as. It can be anything from cybersecurity to flood control, you name it. Now there's an opportunity.
I like the idea of apprenticeships. I mean, that used to be the old time way how you got into something. Then we got away with that, and now it's coming back. It sounds like more industries are trying this. It makes sense. That way you are actually training the employees that you're going to use and not hope that somebody trained them correctly. What do you think?
Sure. Well, I think more and more students over the years have struggled going to college, right? We've got pandemics, we've got all of these different things. And so, but they still need to earn money. So this really gives that opportunity to blend the two together. And, the Department of Labor and this new presidency and our last presidency is really focused on pushing apprenticeship opportunities. And like I said, this earn while you learn kind of concept. And I mean, thousands and thousands of apprenticeships were developed this year. And, I personally believe 2022 will be even greater, as the Department of Labor has said, okay, community colleges, employers, get together, come up with some innovative opportunities where you can bring in students for them to learn new things and ultimately get hired as a result of that. So this department, we're really excited to kind of put it all together and sit down with our employers across our city and even quite frankly nationally to say, hey, what are your challenges? What are the opportunities? How do we help you redefine what a new employee looks like? And so we're really excited to expand this department.
So what made you decide to take this role? You had a wonderful role before. This is a wonderful role, but what made you go this direction?
Absolutely. Well, I've been in adult education, executive director of adult education for the last 4+ years. And, I figured what a unique opportunity, right? Very few times in your life do you get an opportunity to come in and build something new and fresh and hire a new team and really develop and design what it should look like for the college. And I'm a big believer that, you continue to grow as you learn, right? And so if you don't know a little bit about my background, I used to be in innovation. And so what an amazing opportunity to innovate and bring in new, fresh ideas, new, fresh employers, right? Who say, you know what, we want to take our company somewhere new, and we want HCC to do that with us. And then expanding our community. You know, we've done so much work in community engagement over the last numerous years, and this really gives us an opportunity to even expand that further by partnering our community with our employers and ourselves, and really becoming, you know, a thought leader in the city. And so for me, I saw it as just a really unique opportunity, and that's why I'm here today.
Well, now, do we have a lot of partners? Tell us a little bit about that.
We do. We have some amazing partners. You can go to our website, our apprenticeship website, hccs.edu/apprenticeship. But if you go on there, you'll see, you know, we have partners like Aon, we've got our pipe fitters, our plumbers, we've got all of our different unions that are represented. We've got employers on the IT side, and people probably are not aware that apprenticeships, I mean, you can do this in any kind of industry. Culinary, you know, I was listening to the restaurant, Tony talk about the restaurant, and I was like, you know what, he could do a culinary apprenticeship, you know, bring in some chefs and get them trained. You know, really there is no limit. You know, obviously high need occupations is what we love to look at, but at the same time, there are new occupations that maybe we haven't even thought about. AI, artificial intelligence, is really hot right now. So
that was, and that's the other thing, new trades. I know that, you know, the times are changing, as they say. People are having to relearn or just change their careers and things like that. So what are some of these new things that you guys are covering?
Sure. Well, I'll tell you, someone brought to my attention the other day, you know, this huge need for water operators, right? So, you know, with COVID, people are now going in and they're looking at the water system and what's in our water, right? And so there's a need for people to learn that. There's a need for process technology, you know, understanding the processes and how everything works, and manufacturing. You know, we've brought more and more manufacturing back here as COVID has occurred. And so, you know, this need for people to learn not just how you think of manufacturing maybe in the past, you know, somebody standing there on the line, but really the technology side, right? Of how do I take this and make it work even more efficiently.
I've seen some pictures and things of the new manufacturing, and it's computer after computer. I mean, it's not the same kind of thing.
It is not. And you know what? It's not the same kind of salary either. I mean, they're making really good money these days, you know, with these credentials. And so, you know, ideally they get a workforce certificate, they can go straight to the apprenticeship, or they can be in the apprenticeship while they're getting that workforce credential. So it's really, like I said, what a great opportunity to earn while you learn, and, you know, ultimately get hired by that employer. And what we see, I was recently reading an article, and they were saying, you know, 80+% of the individuals that complete an apprenticeship are making over $70,000 a year in the 2 years following. So, you know, what a great opportunity, once again, to be with the employer that ultimately is going to hire you, and really get the hands-on training from them. Right.
That's one of the biggest reasons I would say. I mean, I never would have thought that when I got out of college, I was going to start at 70,000. So, you know, that's
oh.
you know, very
well,
good.
You know, as we have they call it the great recareering, right? More and more people are leaving jobs. It's a great opportunity to upskill and learn a new trade or something different. And you know, as I know, I was in my job, I consider this a great upskill opportunity for me as well, new skills and new things to do. So as I mentioned, if there's any employers that are interested in partnering with us, I don't know if you know this, but if they do, we have a partnership with Workforce Solutions, and they can get a 50% reimbursement on that student's wages if they are unregistered. And once they become registered, 75% reimbursement on that student's wages during the apprenticeship. So, what a deal for an employer, right?
Well, that's an incentive for the employer. So we have incentives for the students and we have incentives for the employer. So there you go. There's not a lot to think about.
That's right. So call us.
Yeah. So the other thing that you do in this, or not the other thing, one of the things that you also do is in your job is extended learning opportunities. Yes. So tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So we have an extended learning program or community learning program. And these are programs, everything from, how to get your garden going to cooking to, learning a language, all kinds of these different programs. There is a focus on individuals, who have the time to go to class during the day or online. Many of them are online classes. A lot of those individuals that are, we say over 50. I don't think over 50s. But, the over 50 programming. And so, but they really are just some great programs that they can go in and take. They're quick, they're short, and they can take multiple programs within a semester. So that's extended learning or community learning. We like to think of it as that community programming that you can just come in, kind of take, not a lot of requirements to get registered to make that happen.
That's wonderful. Well, we really congratulate you and love this new idea, or I don't know if you want to call it a new idea, but new direction or added direction that we're doing. I think it's a wonderful thing. Thank you so much.
No, absolutely. Thank you. We're excited and look forward to, expanding apprenticeships across the city.
Excellent. You'll have to come back on and tell us all the new things in addition to what you're doing, the new
absolutely
and all of that.
Absolutely.
Well, Dr. Christina Robinson, Executive Director of Work-Based Learning and Industry Partnerships. Thank you so much. And we're going to have more information about her group and everything in our post after the show. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Tony and Dr. Robinson. Okay. We got a lot of things going on around the college. First off, let's see, HCC is open for business, entrepreneurial initiatives for women. A lot of things going on for women. Women's Wednesdays is happening, virtual in-person sessions in business and leadership. This is all sponsored by HCC's Office of Entrepreneurial Initiatives, and they've begun their project for minority women-owned businesses. You got Women's Wednesdays, Business Model Canvas Workshops, and also Business Digital Academy. All three of those are going on. We'll have some links in our social media posts where you can learn more about them. And the MBDA subs and sandwiches, Tony, they are back in online.
Yes, it's HCC's Minority Business Development Association. That's what the MBDA stands for. And they're back in person to target the minority business enterprises. And we've got them Wednesday, January 26th. That's this Wednesday, 11:30 to 1 p.m. And it'll be with the Manhattan Construction Office off of Montrose, 2120 Montrose. So we'll give you a post after the show to tell you how you can register for it.
Okay, check out Stafford's Fine Arts Center. We're not talking about the Stafford Center, all right? We're talking about HCC's Stafford Fine Arts Center. It's directly across the street from our campus in the Stafford area. They've got an exhibition going on featuring HCC faculty member. It's open for this month. It's honoring Esther Delaki Baidu, okay? So check out her works Monday, January 31st through April the 9th at the Stafford Art Gallery at HCC Southwest Stafford campus. Make sure you check that out. And DEI's podcast series continues.
Yes, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion podcast. It's one we've been started a few months ago, and we're continuing with it. There's going to be another one Thursday, February 3rd, 11:30 to noon. The topic is Beyond the Uniform, Veterans and Military Service. So this will be very interesting. Dr. Chastity Holloman Douglas, the ABC of Special Programs and Success, will be the guest. So that's going to be a good show to watch.
Also, save the date. Our Convocation is coming up, the one for spring. Well, we postponed it because of COVID. It is happening actually next month, February the 18th. Spring Convocation. So make sure you check in. You can watch it online. It will be live streamed, but you can also attend in person. The morning session is 10 a.m. Friday, February the 18th. The afternoon session is Friday, February the 18th at 2 p.m. You can attend one of those in person or online virtually. It's at HCC Central Auditorium. That's where we'll be live streaming from. Check your emails to register or go to hccs.edu. Recognition to sink your teeth into through the American Dental Association. What exactly is that, Tony?
Well, they listed HCC Coleman College among the top 2021 dental hygiene programs with non-traditional designs. The dental hygiene reports were created using a survey of accredited dental assisting, dental hygiene, and dental laboratory technology education programs. So they did some wonderful things. There's a magazine about that talks about it and everything. So congratulations to Coleman College.
Absolutely. Hey, and if you're looking at going to college this spring, well, make sure you sign up. HCC has year-round enrollment. Second start semester is underway right now. You can still register, though, for the next session. It's a shorter session, but you can get those credits in. We've got several ways of learning. Classes are expected to go back in person next month. We're doing a lot of stuff online. Of course, workforce, a lot of those are already in person in very small sessions. If you want to attend class in person, keep in mind the classes are going to be very small. Make sure you sign up early. Go to hccs.edu/now. Sign up today. Don't worry about financing. We got lots of options for you there with financial aid and scholarships and payment plans. Make sure you do it quickly. Sign up right away. Okay, tomorrow on the show, we've got a very special guest, Tony.
Yes, Mildred Joseph of HCC's Library Services will be here to discuss its latest marketing campaign. So that should be very interesting. And we'll also bring you the Small Business Wednesday guest, who is Tiffany Williams of Twice Media and former winner of HCC's Business Plan Competition.
A lot of things going on tomorrow, so make sure you join us. I'll be back here at the HCCTV studios tomorrow morning. Tony will be remote. Either way, we'll see you live, 10 a.m. right here for Up to the Minute.